Hello, 92greenz34 here. I have a third beer review for the night, and this one is another Schells beer, and it is Schells Dark. Similar to all the others, except for it's a brown background instead of a black as the previous beer, which was a stout. And Irish ale since 1860. It's a 150-year anniversary this year. Difference: the cap is a golden color. Again, that black stuff is undercoating on my knuckles from my Jimmy project I had earlier today. Now, the difference between this and the stout right away is that this is in a clear bottle like a Newcastle instead of a brown bottle, and that's going to make some differences. I can tell right away. Let's crack her open. A little more carbonation off the opening than I thought it would have. Had a little bit of a hiss to it. Then again, I was shaking it up a little bit. There's the cap. Alright, again, we'll pour it into the Guinness glass, see what it does for us. It's a lot lighter in color than the stout. It is a definite brown color. Looks like it's pouring a considerably thicker head, even though I'm pouring it about the same pace. But it will choke up a bit, and I understand that, I guess. The head is dissipating slightly quicker than the stout. Definitely, actually, considerably quicker than the stout. Yeah, I put that foam right on my nose. That's nice. It smells pretty sweet. It smells good. I mean, I like it. It has a little bit more of a nutty smell than the stout did. A little nutty, a little more, a little bit of a vanilla caramel kind of smell. Kind of along the lines of an amber bock spell, I guess. Not quite the same as that, but it's along them lines. Pour it in there. As far as color is concerned, it's considerably darker than an amber bock, but it's more transparent. I mean, it's hard to see, but light does go through that. Unlike the other one, the light didn't even go through it at all. You can see through this a bit, and you can tell when I put my finger behind it or not. Which you couldn't with the stout. So, I mean, it is a little bit lighter. They say dark, but it is lighter than the stout. But the head, like I said, is retaining pretty nicely. It's a little bigger bubbles, but we'll go ahead and we'll give her a taste. Also pretty good. The taste dissipates a little faster than the stout. Doesn't have as lingering effect, but it is kind of a similar taste to the stout. Has a slightly boozier taste to it. Similar, I shouldn't say similar, but has similarities to Newcastle. It's a little more tart, but I'm not going to say bitter, just has a little more of an aftertaste on your tongue, that I should say, that makes you think that it's, I don't know, bitter, but it's not a bitterness. It's hard to explain. The head did dissipate a little more now, but it does still leave on the sides just a little bit, but as you notice, see how much faster they come down? Yeah, let me do this number. See how they chased it down relatively fast? With the other one, it stayed up there. You know, if I did this and then tip it back, it'd be more of a... Versus this one here is immediately pretty much down. They're going down pretty slow, but not quite as slow. Anyway, it's a bit more nutty. It's about if you took and you mixed the fire brick with the stout and made like a hybrid between the two. But I would say that I would maybe, it ties for my liking this with about the fire brick. I prefer the stout to this, but this is a pretty good dark beer. It's not as dark, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I can see the YouTube video through my glass right now, so that goes to say something for darkness. Well, kind of a weak burp. Pretty creamy. Still pretty creamy. Not as creamy as the stout yet again. It's like, you know, it's kind of like what I said with Newcastle too. It's like if you want to have a dark beer, kind of like Guinness, but you can't totally dedicate to the way thick, way frothy, Logan-y smileness of it. And this is what you get. So this has been a pretty long review, so I think we're going to end it here, but I would definitely still recommend it. It's maybe not my favorite. It's not as good as the stout, but it's very, very tasty yet. And yeah, eyebrows. And that pretty much concludes this video, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.